What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to Meditations. So, I gotta bring up something that I know a lot of you guys aren't gonna want to hear, alright? But it's something that you need to hear. What do you think about your women being in the workplace? Be honest with me. Let me know in the comments below. How perhaps you and her both, you get ready in the morning, right? You get looking your best. You shave your beard. You fix your hair a little bit. You put on your suit. Put on your nice dress shoes. And then you head to work. And then your lady, she'll spend like an hour in the bathroom, right? Like this is after she rolls out of bed. Maybe she has some breakfast or something, has her coffee. Then she spends about an hour in the bathroom putting on her makeup. Put on little, what do they put on? They put on eyeshadow or eyeliner. I don't know what they put on. Makeup, lipstick, get their hair all straightened or whatnot. A little bit of blush here and there. Is that what they put on? And then she gets that outfit looking just right. And in some instances, she puts on her heels, puts on a little dress, and heads out. And then you guys spend your day apart, right? You have a rough day, but out there, you're acting your best in front of the strangers, in front of your coworkers, and so forth. Acting your best, looking your best, and then you come home, and of course she gets off all that makeup, takes off those heels, puts on her sweatpants or whatever, and puts dinner in the microwave. Now, this isn't an accurate depiction of all scenarios, all right? But on average, it's kind of telling. And then you get home and you're kind of letting the real you come out. You're like, oh my God, that day fucking sucked. Boss said this or that, whatever. But do you guys think it's a good idea to have your women go out and kiss some other man's ass every day? Let me know in the comments below. Because, of course, workplaces, they operate kind of like hierarchies. And according to my understanding, the women's mind find men who are higher up in the hierarchy more appealing. And if her life revolves around that workplace, which unfortunately in most cases, that's just how it is. You spend more you spend more time in the workplace than what you do at home with your spouse. So that's her world, you know what I mean? And she's seeing these men who are above her, that she takes orders from, that she views as prestigious and superior. Can you really blame them? Can you really blame them for wanting to cheat on your ass? The fact that she has to go and do that every day. Now, of course, times ain't what they was. Many decades ago, apparently, you could have a single income household, is that what they call it? More easily. It was more accessible then. And then all this wonky donkey crap that they've intertwined with the economy, pulling out the manufacturing, devaluing the dollar, and so forth, has caused this sort of state where it's nearly essential to have the two incomes, you know what I mean? So I understand it's difficult. But as far as I see it, from a naturalistic standpoint, it's far better for her to have that opportunity to not go and be forced to suck some other man's, you know what, 5 days a week. What does that do to the psychology of things, when she knows that she has to go do that because her man can't provide enough? Now, this is a multifaceted issue, in terms of what gets us there. And the blame is all over the place. But I think there's a way to navigate through this shit and try to make good executive decisions to try to get out of that situation if you're in that situation. Get rid of the debt. Get rid of the bills. Get rid of the stupid new cars that you don't need, when you can buy a used Toyota for a fraction of the cost. Just keep up with maintenance. Buy it with cash. Don't reproduce unless if you're ready for it. Shred up those credit cards. Get rid of the Netflix and all that woke bullshit. Why'd you want to watch that garbage anyway? Stop committing to shit that you can't pay for. Don't go out to eat. That was a big deal. I remember when I was a little duck-billed platypus, when I was coming to age, if you will, my dogs and I would go out to eat a lot, right? I think we probably like to see the women. The women come serve you food and flirt with the women and all that. They're a little older than us. But just having a nice, juicy burger. I mean, we do that often, and spent a lot of money doing it. But then I started to realize, I was like, God damn, this stuff adds up. I was like 20 years old, and this stuff started to hit me. I was like, how much money did I spend going out to eat this month? When the tuna fish at the store costs like 70 cents for the can, and you can make a lunch out of that. And I spent like 20 some bucks on my lunch. Like, we're talking like 1/20th the cost. Yeah, tuna fish, some zucchini, I don't know, mix it with something, but you guys see where I'm going with this? Well, like I said, it's a multifaceted issue, right? The problem is a lot of the women, they come with debt. And mommy and daddy signed them into debt when they were like 17 or 18 years old, before they knew what money was, basically. So the bank required his co-signer. Mommy and daddy signed them into debt. Then by the time they realize what they've done, the debt's kind of on them. They get to pay a lot of it. In some situations. Other situations are better. Some are worse. Some are better. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, I mean, that's another factor. Is a lot of them come with debt. And a lot of the guys come with debt as well. Because they make stupid decisions. So it's a big mess. But the point is, I mean, I think it's one of the most important lifestyle things that you can consider right now, if that's your situation. If your woman is forced to go out and kiss some other guy's ass every day. Because, I mean, you wonder why the divorce rates are so high. She wasn't meant to go out and suck some other guy's, you know what, 5 out of 7 days a week, every week, for most of her life, all right? What's that going to do to her mentality? But what's she going to do, Iceman? If she ain't going to be going to work. I mean, for one, obviously it's her choice, right? If she wants to go and kiss somebody else, then I guess that's her prerogative. I wouldn't want to date a woman like that. But there are a lot of them out there, I guess. I don't know if there are a lot of them. I didn't want to do that. And I'm a guy. I didn't want to have to go out there and kiss some other guy's ass. I don't want to have to be in the workplace. I don't want to have to do that grind. I don't want to have to bust my ass 9 to 5 or whatever the hell the hours are today. You know what I mean? If I don't want to do that, why would she want to do that? And of course, they have their hormonal things they have to deal with every month. Can you imagine busting your ass 9 to 5, kissing some other guy's ass, listening to orders, this and that, being at your best, looking your best, acting your best, while on top of it all, you have this hormonal bullshit going on every month, where all of a sudden you're sad and you don't really know why, and you're not happy and you don't really know why, and you're easily agitated and you don't really know why. Just that hormonal bullshit they have to deal with every month. You see what I'm saying? Where just by nature, it doesn't seem like they were necessarily expected to do that. Now, some are teachers and shit. And, you know, some think their jobs were. I mean, I guess the teachers that I know who are women, they hate their fucking job. So that's probably not really applicable. You know, the ones that I know, they hate their goddamn job. And I'm sure that they wish they could just stay home. You know, I wish I could just stay home, and I guess I do stay home. But I know that if I was on that position, I would wish I could stay home. You know, when I was working a job, like 12 years ago or something like that. I can't remember at this point. It was 12 years ago when I was last working a job. I wanted to be at home. You know what I mean? I'm like, why am I out here kissing somebody guy's ass? Now, there's things that she could do at home. I know this guy whose wife, she makes lipstick and shit. All right, she makes blush and shit, lipstick, these little clone things. She even gave me one. I got it on the shelf. This clone, right? I don't really use clone. I mean, I don't wear deodorant. But, you know, it's a nice gesture. She gave me it as a gift. But she is a business. And she makes those little concoctions and she sells them online. You know, she works for herself. She doesn't have to go and kiss another man's ass. So that's a great thing. That she can be productive. She doesn't have to go do that shit she doesn't want to do. In my opinion, that is ideal. Because, I mean, you don't want somebody just sitting on their ass all day, you know? We weren't meant for that either. Back in the day, they were taking their clothes down to the river, washing it. They were cutting wood and shit with knives, making firewood, you know? I don't know what the ladies did. They're taking care of the babies. They were cooking, cleaning this, that, and the third, doing the field. I don't know, but all that stuff, a lot of that is automated now, you know? They got the microwaves, you got the toaster ovens, which I have. I don't have a microwave. You got the stoves, you got the dishwasher, you got the laundry things. But, I mean, they all still require some labor, but maybe not enough to fill the whole day. I don't know. But if you wanted to be more productive, there's those sort of things. There should be a hustler at home. Make some lipstick and shit and sell it on Etsy. Something like that, you know? But I'm just saying, I want you dogs to think about this. I'm not trying to put pressure on you. And I mean, if you're pleased with your situation, then whatever. And good luck to your relationship, you know? But the reality is, and I don't even have to see a fucking study to know this is the case. The more she has to go out there and kiss some other man's ass and work a job she doesn't want to work, the higher the probability becomes that she's going to do a little bit more than just kiss his ass. All right? I mean, by nature, it's understandable. Why would she want to be with a guy who can't get her out of that? You know what I mean? It's kind of like the knight rescuing the damsel in distress against the dragon. Only it's the modern day version of that. It's the reality version of that. You know, get her out of the fucking workplace if she doesn't want to be there. You know? And I mean, I'd probably go to whatever distance required to accomplish that. Sell your shit. I mean, get rid of the bills anyway. Why the hell do you want to pay those bills on that bullshit you don't need? You know? Put down the credit card. No more credit card bullshit stuff. Going out to eat. Buy yourself some tuna. Buy yourself some green olives. Buy yourself some bananas. You know? Some fish, some chicken. Have all your meals at home. Get rid of that car. Get rid of that car loan. I mean, get yourself down to a nice base where you can think and you can start resolving, you know? It's kind of the trick here. I mean, this might have some to do with why, like, I would think that it's a perpetual thing. Like, you could say, well, the women, they like to spend a lot of money, you know, like consumerism. They're like 80% of the consumerism women purchases, right? Women purchasing shit. Part of that might be due to the fact that they have to go out and bust their ass every fucking day. You know what I mean? I mean, that's not always the case. You're obviously going to get the one who's going to want to buy shit. We should just sit on the couch or whatever. And there's a lot of them that are like that. But you gotta be proactive in finding one who's not worldly like that. And good luck with that. But nonetheless, it's a perpetual cycle. If I was busted my ass for some other guy and I had to go kiss his ass every day, I'd probably want to try to reward myself by buying shit that I don't need, you know? I try to fill that hole. But obviously it's never going to be filled. So it's a perpetual cycle. But let me know what you guys think about that. Like this video if you will, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace be with you.